Mick Deutz, and I work at the Texas A&M University in College Station, Texas, United States. And I work there as a researcher. I'm actually an MD, but I'm heading now a group on translational research in aging and longevity. And I want to show you a showcase of translational research, say from bench to bedside. The showcase that I want to tell you about is how we came up for a therapy in critically ill patients. Many years ago, we started research on an amino acid named arginine. This arginine was studied in small animals like mice and rats. And a lot of people had shown that that actually was detrimental in sepsis. So they warned everybody to use arginine in sepsis, but they only had studied that in rats and mice. The translation part here is that they should be able to translate this research to the human situation. And that is what we did. But to do that, we had to develop a lot of techniques to make that happen. At some point, we gave arginine as an amino acid to, for instance, animals, large animals, that we made sick like a patient in critical care. And we found actually the total opposite. We found that these animals did better with the arginine, in contrast to what previously was shown. So there was some loss in translation between the mouse and the larger animal. We continued with that. We started a study in the ICU and started to treat patients with this amino acid arginine as a translation from animal to man. And we found also in these humans in the critical care some specific effects of adding the arginine to their nutrition. In other words, it is very important to translate from animal to the human, and also it's important to translate from a small animal to a large animal to a human situation. That is the reason why I'm heading a translational research center in the U.S. I'm formerly from the Netherlands and moved to the U.S. 7 years ago and got completely freedom to study this translational research. We have continued this field of research in critically ill and have studied other nutritional interventions and wanted to do that also in critically ill patients. We have previous research in animals to show that certain meals are very anabolic. We tested them in large animals. Now we test them in patients with cancer, with chronic obstructive pulmonary disease, with chronic heart failure, with cystic fibrosis. It is very important to translate the knowledge that is gained from studies in small animals all the way up to humans. And the translation must be done by medical doctors like me in the same group. I think it's very important that we train our researchers that they are able to make the translation from bench to bedside. Thank you very much.